Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and this is a subject that seems to capture a lot of people's interest. They go to flea markets or somehow purchase light bulb cameras without, it's not in the box or anything, and they want to try and hook them up. Well, you're going to have a great deal of difficulty without the user guide. The user guide that comes with the camera explains the app and all of the steps to hooking or setting the camera up. Without that, you are just in the dark, and chances are you're going to have the problems that I see all the time. People comment, "Sam, how do I get my light bulb camera to work?" Well, there's a lot of things that'll stop you from working, but if you'll just pay attention to what I'm going to tell you in this video, I've made several videos showing exactly how to do it, but still people, I guess, don't watch them. The other thing is you need to have your router. Now, this is a router from Verizon. It's called a Jetpack. And it's portable. I can take it with me traveling, but if you have the fixed kind, then you need to take your camera and your phone near it, within 5 or 6 feet. What you want to do is not have a chance of not getting, if your Wi-Fi is on the other side of the house trying to go through walls and doors, and you're going to have a great deal of difficulty. So you move this operation close, within 10 feet at least, minimum. Closer is better, because then you're going to ensure that the light bulb will connect without having a weak signal. Now, here's a quick way that you could use to hook your light bulb up. Is find a lamp, and here is one, but you need to make sure that the base has got power on it. Don't take the bulb out and screw the camera in there without knowing that you have the power on. So this is the way you do it. Take the lampshade off and then plug this into a power outlet or a power strip or what have you. The light is off. So I push the button. Now I know that I have power going to this socket. Now I unscrew this and leave that switch the way it is. You may have a different switch, you may have a turn switch, but whatever it takes to get that light bulb to come on, you want to do it. And now I'm meeting the requirements. I've got a base to screw this in. That's what gives this power. 110 volt. Please, nobody stick your finger in that socket. This is 110 volts, which is not good to try and do anything other than screw a light bulb in or a camera. Now you need a smartphone, and here's another important thing that will keep you from success. And let me point it out right now. I'm going through these because these are the steps that people miss, that maybe I didn't cover good enough in my other videos, so I'm going to cover it now. Right up in the upper right hand corner, you see that little signal up there. Right there, there's the battery signal. And right here, you want to look for this, and this is the settings for your phone. So you find the settings, go there, and then you want to look for the Wi-Fi. This is my router right here, and I know I'm on my router. I want to show you that you could be off of your router. Your phone may be in this configuration. If you see this as LTE, or you're not on Wi-Fi, then you're not going to get your camera to work. Your phone and the light bulb camera have to be on the same router. This is the cellular signal. and people can have their phones in. This probably stops 80% of the people from getting their Lightbulb camera to work. So what you do is go back to settings, make sure your Wi-Fi signal is on, and it is. Make sure that you are on the Wi-Fi router in your house, because you're going to connect your camera to that same router. Both your phone and the camera have to be on the same thing. You cannot have this on cellular and this on Wi-Fi in your house. You check that very closely. And I just showed you what you want. You want that little signal there, and you want to check mark by that. And when you set the Lightbulb camera up to the Wi-Fi, you're going to select that same one. This is probably the majority of the problem, so you pay close attention to me on this, okay? And you'll get through this. But the other thing is you got to have the right app also. Okay. We're going to go through, I'm going to get out of this, and the next thing you have to do is get the correct app, and you need to go to your app store, and right here is mine, App Store, and it's usually an A on an Apple phone. Click that, and if you're not familiar with how to search for apps, you go down to this search button right here. Okay, and right up here is the search location. And then you want to put the name of the app. Mine is Y-I-L-O-T. Y-I. And see, as soon as I do that, look at those Y-I-L-O-T or I-O-T. Here's the other one, L-O-T. I think that's it. Click on it, and that's it. Y-I-L-O-T. Well, I've already downloaded it. So it's on my page as that. Right there is what it looks like. This may not be the app for your Lightbulb camera. So you need the paperwork, or you need to get the model number. Right here, this one is model I-100. And you'd have to find, if you can search for it and find it. That's why I don't buy a camera without the user manual. Even though you look at my camera and you say, well, my camera looks just like that. But the software inside, they're different. All of them are different, and they take different apps. I hope I've made this clear. This is probably another 20 or 30% of the people don't get this part right. They buy the cameras and don't have the app, or even they just figure any app will work. It will not. It has to be the app that's designed. There's software in the camera that talks to the app. That's the dryer. If somebody else had the camera, that it may be set up for their information, so you have to take a paper clip or something and go right into this little thing that says reset. And what you have to do is, here's the other thing. You can't just stick it anyway. You have to look and kind of line up. It's kind of at an angle. You have to look very carefully, and then you stick it in there, and you should be able to feel a slight click, and then you hold it about 5 seconds, and the camera will make a ding and say it's reset or something to that effect. I've already done that. I'm reset at this point. It's ready to go. And I don't want to do it again. Okay, I've opened the app, and this is what it says. First, I don't have any cameras, 0 of 0. You could have more cameras. You could have more of these Lightbulb cameras on this app. That's another question I get. All right, tap here to add your camera. Okay, now here's where the camera needs the Wi-Fi. And what you're going to do is connect the Wi-Fi of the app to the camera. And right here is what you want to click, right here, Wi-Fi connection, connect through Wi-Fi. Okay, it says power on the device and wait about 20 seconds until you hear a beep. Okay, so we're ready. And then right down here, I'm trying to be very detailed so that you don't miss a single step. So for the hot dogs, you don't really need me. This is for the people that really just have trouble screwing a light bulb in or something. I'm not downing you, but I know tech work is hard if you don't have a base, okay? And I'm trying to give you that quickly. Okay, now we're going to screw this in. And right here, we know that it's got power, and we're going to wait, and we're listening for a tone. And then when we hear it, we're going to click this I hear beeps. Okay, now I'm going to screw this in. And it's going to start turning and everything after a few seconds. Now, watch this. Just be patient. We're close to everything. Everything's going to work beautifully. You're going to say, oh, Sam, it isn't working. It didn't work. And oh, God, what am I going to do? Look at that. See, be patient. Okay, now it's going to go through some gyrations and everything. It's going to move around. And it may not be exactly in the position. Okay, I heard some beeps, and now I'm going to do it. And it's asking about locations. Okay, allow once. And now there's my my Wi-Fi right there with the password. Okay, you hear? I've got to keep my password off off of the line here. Okay, so that is my Wi-Fi there, and now I'm gonna cover this up, and now it says next. Okay, there is the QR code.
The camera lens and wait for it to scan.
Okay, now you're listening for it to connect. Listen.
QR code scan is successful.
Ah, okay, I heard there, and it's connected.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
It's connecting. And it's connecting to that Wi-Fi, and mine is connected to that Wi-Fi. I'm not on cellular. This is extremely, extremely important that
Wi-Fi
you...
is connected.
Is that easy? You can do this. I know you can do it if you listen to me very carefully and do exactly what I said, be within all of these parameters, and you're going to say, wow, that was so easy. Okay, now I'm at it. Oh, it's got to wait for this deal. I'll come back when it's finished, okay? Now, it said your camera is successfully paired, and you can start using your camera now. So everything is good. You can put a name for the device. I'm gonna... Please enter device name, bulb. I'm going to just call it bulb. Okay, and service agreement. Cloud. I don't want the cloud or anything. Okay. Please select a placement location. I've got to do this. I'm going to put it out on the patio, let's say. Okay, it's doing it now. You don't have to do all of this other. You don't have to subscribe to clouds and all of that. Let's see, limited discount, cancel. Okay, now I'm going to go to the... Nope, you don't want to do that. Nope, see, I'm not going to sign up for that. So what I do is close that, and now I'm going to get out of it, if I can. Let's see. Okay, cloud. I don't want it. Welcome. Give up. You may start using your camera now. Did you see what I just had to do? I had to click on this. See, in other words, they had a check mark in there. Now, this is another one that people say, Sam, it makes you do the cloud. It does not. It leads you to believe you have to by checking this. See, in other words, they show you this, but you do this right here. You don't have to select those two. You do that, and now it takes the check off of there, and then it gives you, you may start using your camera now. I didn't realize that this was happening, but that's what it is. It defaults to this without a check, with that checked. It's making you think you have to buy the cloud, and people are upset over that. But if you just do what I did in the video, you'll get to it. You'll get past it. Now, I'm going to start using it. All right. I want to thank you for watching my video.